Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another evening of racing, of course. We're finally back with round number 6 here at Fuji, Japanese lands, and let me tell you, they are very, very tough. We're going to see the drivers really struggling throughout the next 40 minutes of racing. I have the pleasure of having my man right there, Mackenzie Taylor, Ingear Motorsport Zone, the owner, the boss. Mackenzie, can you tell me hello?
Can I tell you hello? I can tell you hello, and I'll tell you a bit more. Good to be back. We had a little week off in the middle, so hello everyone. Please do say hello on stream. We want to see all your lovely comments coming through tonight. Can see ACA eSports already straight in. Good to see you back on there. Do you reckon your guys can get back on top this week? Can't believe as well, you know, it just seems like yesterday we had that first Ingear Motorsport win in the Ingear Motorsport ART Championship on iRacing from Oliver Clark, which was fantastic. A great drive at Interlagos, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So looking forward to seeing if we can have some good battles at the front, if things start to heat up a little bit. Yeah, it's good to be back, Juan.
Yeah.
Mrs. BT, sorry, I can't miss it. I have to say hello straight away. Mrs. BT, hello. Thank you for joining the stream. She'll be watching with the real boss, Hugo Boss, who'll be sat there.
Hello, Hugo Boss. Hello, Mrs. BT. My princess. Oh, yeah, girl. Okay, well, my friends, we got a very exciting qualifier for you today. He's sleeping. Well, I would be sleeping as well if I had to listen to Mackenzie Taylor for more than 2 minutes.
You should try listening to Benny.
Oh yeah, wait, don't worry. We're going to hear from him very soon. And let me tell you, he's turned vegan. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move into qualifying. Here you see, of course, the timings. Right now, qualifying has started, and I'm going to give you an image that might look very, very familiar to all of you. I don't even know how to speak English anymore. Here you see him, Octavio Araujo Pisco at the lead. As per usual, Viva Andorra. He has it covered. Let's get those engines up. And, of course, big thank you to all of you who are tuning into the stream. Don't forget to leave a follow on our Twitch channel as well as our social media, Ingear Motorsports on Instagram. And share the link with your friends, your family. Get everybody in, because in 10 minutes you're gonna get to strap on and rock and roll with all of us. And well, Mackenzie, I'd like to take it away today with a little bit of a track walk through Fuji, because I particularly know the track quite well, and I must say, drivers are going to be even faster than usual. We had the 8 hours of Fuji just this last weekend, so let's go on board with Mr. Octavio, or not, because he's going to come into the pit lane. Let's see if anybody else is going to end a lap soon. I see a new name showing up right at the top. Mr. Jorge Reyes holding P3. Will we get anybody that is starting a lap? There you have him. Frank Porte, please continue with another lap. Give it to me. Yes, you will. Time to rock and roll. Heading into turn number 1. Daiichi. You're going to see my Japanese is at top level right there. Great right-hander down the hill. Heading into Coca-Cola. I need to sing the Daytona song. I just remembered. Here you see Coquina. You got to get that Coquina, Mackenzie. You love the Coquina. Heading into 100R. And Mackenzie Taylor, I really want to talk about this corner, because it's going to become really problematic as the laps go through now into the hairpin. Really long hairpin indeed. Lots of runway on the exit. Porte nearly losing the car. Heading out to 300R. And Dunlop. We're going to have a chicane. Double one, if I might say. Really need to abuse this entry curve, so you cannot get a bad exit through here. Now we go into the worst part of the track. It's the whole nets section, and as you can see, Porte has aborted the lap. He's going to go for one more in just a few seconds. Here you see nets corner, really late apex and really misleading third sector overall. Same goes here for Panasonic. That, ladies and gentlemen, would be a full lap here at Fuji. Mackenzie Taylor halfway into qualifying. Octavio Araujo Pisco leads as per usual.
Yeah, usual suspects then looking at the sharp end, and Luke Andrews very close, a couple tenths away as well. Luke didn't have the best result in the last couple of rounds, really, did he? So looking to be capitalise on some pace and try and get some results on the board and get some points back against his nearest rivals. So we'll see what he can do in the rest of qualifying. You can see there a nice long straight at Fuji heading into turn 1. Great overtaking opportunity heading into there as well to watch out for in the race. It's a track I've not actually done any driving on myself, but I know it's a bit of a Marmite track for a lot of drivers, isn't it? Some love it, some hate it. There's not a lot in the middle, but notoriously has been a very fast track. Slowed down a little bit in its more recent versions from sort of 05 onwards, but it was one of these real temple of speeds, wasn't it, in the early days as a circuit, and still is. You know, you have great opportunities for slipstream, fast flowing corners, and what a track limit's like. As I say, I've not been on it in iRacing that much. You tell me, Juan.
Oh, I can tell you. Oh, baby. It is horrible. It is horrible. Take a little bit of the curb, and I'll see you later. On that second sector, you can take curbs a little more, but overall, off-tracks are really tough to deal with on this track. And certainly the most important part, the most crucial part of all of this, Mackenzie, the tires. I cannot even begin to explain how much the tires suffer throughout a full stint. I can tell you, once they go below 45% of a grip left, that is when everything is gone. And referring to the tires and not managing to hit apex correctly, you can see there are a lot of those yellow sausage curbs. You know, we all love the sausage, of course. Well, Mackenzie, I can tell you, you do not want to eat those. Little touch on them, suspension is broken. I can tell you from my own experience in my team, we had big damage, what is usually known as a meatball, due to hitting that curb only once. It is really, really tough out there.
Well, speaking of meatballs, we'll have to check out Toby Andrews' teammate, who is responsible for these lovely liveries, Mr. Scheuberg himself, out there at some point on the track. And I think it's a good chance just to mention as well, I know we've switched now to Seabold, but the ART guys, they've got their Movember outfits with the moustache on the front. So nice little bit of support there. And I always do like to take a moment to look at these fantastic liveries people put together, because so much time goes into doing these things.
Yeah,
absolutely. And yeah, unless I've got it wrong, then Scheuberg's normally the man responsible for a lot of that. Here he is, our previous race winner, Oliver Clark.
Gotta be proud. The proud daddy, Mr. Mackenzie Taylor. Let me check on the chat quickly. Natural track limits is the form of sausages. They punish more than the 1x. That is very correct. That's exactly what I said, actually. And of course, thank you for the follow, Jorge Reyes. El grande tiburón de coleta blanca. Go to show. No pie and no gravy. Oh, man. I love me some gravy. There you see the lovely mountain of Fuji.
But Joe, I'm pleased the notification got you to click on and come say hello. So hello, Joe. If I had some pie, I would give it to you.
Well, Mackenzie, qualifying is at its last leg. Octavio Araujo Pisco untouchable. And we need to listen from somebody before we go into our usual lovely ads. Do we have Señorito Chorizo here with us?
Good evening, everybody. How are we doing today?
Oh my God, so much excitement! Well, you need to let us know, Ben Marlaboro, who is leading the championship, who are the top 3 in the standings.
Okay, top 3 today. P1, Octavio Pisco. P2, Ollie Clark. And P3 is Helder Shakira.
Oh!
Shakira! Love it.
He even hit the notes. He hit all the wrong notes but the good one. Fantastic.
Oh, yes.
And well, Benny.
Helder Shakira.
We're going to check with you.
It's going so well. It's going so well. currently in P2 tonight as well. So two of the top three in the championship in the top two tonight, and then where's Oliver Clark, P5. So they're all right up there. Championship battle is well and truly still raging.
It's going to be a great fight indeed. And well, Ben Mikkel, Ben Malboro, Mr. Excitement himself, the hype man of Ingear Motorsports. We'll check on you a little later because I'm going to post a question to everybody in the chat. What has Ben Mikkel had for dinner? I told you, I gave you a little bit of a hint. He has gone vegan forever.
Do you know what? I've just realised, I don't know why we've not done this sooner, Juan, but we need to get a graphic and a little clip to play for what did Benny have for dinner this week?
Oh, oh wow, I like the tune. Okay.
Was it salmon and veg again, or is it something else?
Man, that salmon veg is a classic in the Mikkel house. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with qualifying already over, just one driver out on the track. We want to see all the love in the chat. Thank you very much to every single one of you, 45 viewers, as we speak.
P2 for Shakira.
And P1 for Pisco, P3 for the SRT zone, not the Grav. That's my teammate. Love you, Art. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to leave you with what Ingear Motorsports is all about. We'll see you in just a few seconds. And strap on, because it's time to do the helicopter, and rock and roll for the next 40 minutes here at Fuji. We'll see you in just a few short seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to another Tuesday evening.
Pandemonium!
I knew it.
Welcome to the GT4 season finale. That, ladies and gentlemen, is £750.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get all in as the race is about to start. Everybody gritting up as we speak. Oh, you can hear the engines roaring. It's a full-on reps for everybody on the track. Here you see the whole pack, and of course, we're going to do something that Mr. Mackenzie Taylor loves, and it's nothing else and nothing more than a little bit of a great walk. And it is Octavio Araujo Pisco leading once again from the start. His teammate Shakira on a P2. Autograph, the SRT driver on a P3. Porte, sorry, it's Luke Anderson fourth. Then we have Oliver Crack, Frank Porte, Jorge Reyes, Quentin Verdonk, Nuno Costa, and Miguel Marquez for the top 10. And now we need to go quicker because this race is about to start. Let's go with Sander Blau, Gravison, Van der Ovelen, Steinhoff, Toby Andrews, Paul Crav, Matthew Wright, David Leander, Dahlgren, and Anderson for the top 20. Then we got Siebold, Leo Schauberg, McGill, Tim Williams, Ricky Pink, Giovanni Rivera Santos, Vickers, Phipps, Urs, Walanda, Jega for the top 32. Time waiting is no more. Let's get a rock and rolling, and let's see those red lights turning to the green. It's going to be Octavio Araujo Pisco deciding when to go full on the power. We are now approaching the pit lane entry, and that will be when Octavio will decide to go full in. You can see the whole pack really getting close to one another. Octavio taking it slow this time around. I like his approach. Now let's see if it's going to work. Here we see everybody ready for the start to commence. Let's go on the chopper because Octavio has had an incredible start of the race. Look at the graph right side by side with Hilder Cerqueda. Maybe he can try and move on the inside line. Behind him, Oliver Clark and Luke Andrews really turning. My God Almighty! There's a car out. That is Quentin Verdonk. Completely broken. Ladies and gentlemen, that might be a retirement because that was a horrible crash. Not even on the corner. We're going to take a replay right about now. As you can see, everybody surviving. Let's go with the replay. Mackenzie, clean start, unfortunately, for Verdonk. Things haven't gone his way.
Yeah, good for most of the pack, but Verdonk getting caught out there, and looked like it was just one of those where you're just a bit too close to other cars. Thought he had space and didn't, and you sort of just spun him off into the barrier. Like you say, a lot of damage. Pisco, very, very clever at the start. It's a long straight down to turn one. He left it as long as possible before he put the foot down to avoid people getting too much of a slipstream effect on him. So got the jump anyway, but also made sure he gave himself the best chance.
Oof, a couple of cars out as well is Pereira Costa and Bjorn van der Ovelen. What's happened? Here you see Pereira Costa coming into the corner. Has it been? Oh, it was a punt on the back. Van der Ovelen tried to go past him. Pereira couldn't stop the car in time. He had to completely break him down. Vamos, Frank. Love to see the support. Here we go. Lap number 2. Cerqueda, Autograph once again into battle. They go. What a lovely fight we're going to have. And let me tell you, Autograph, one of the fastest guys I've seen in Fuji throughout all splits on the 8 hours. So really looking forward to see what he has on the table, Mackenzie.
Yeah, shaping up nicely, isn't it? And as we say, we've got that nice big slipstream down the straight, so it's going to keep people bunched together. It's going to be hard to break away. Got a couple of little battles shaping up nicely. You can see in the top 3 quite close as well, and we've got this battle with Graf here as well. A nice little bit side cam there, chasing through this really fast-flowing circuit. And by the way, if you're just joining the stream, come and say hello. Oh, a mistake there. Let's Graf through already.
Indeed, a mistake there from Cerqueda, and Oliver Clark has said hello and thank you very much. He has gone through, but still the Porsche could have a shot at reclaiming the spot. Look at him going on the outside line. He's not going to be able to close it down. Clark goes through P3, and those yellow sausages you just saw them, Mackenzie, those are the deadly ones. One mishap, and you might be in the pit lane forever.
Well, seen then Shakira shaking the hips twice there, did not work out well, lost 2 spaces as a result of that little shaky moment. Clark getting through, nearly got it back, but Clark hangs on to it.
You see Giovanni Gomez Rivera to the right to defend from Ricky Pink. Big mistake there from the shoebox himself, Jordan Schulberg. Now gets his lap back into a good runway. McGiff handling pressure as best as he can. And I do have to say, Mackenzie, gaps are opening a little bit at the top.
Got Williams side by side, yeah, with, sorry, you've just gone onto it as well, but you just saw the Sausage Dodgers Porsche then on a drag race down into turn 1. Let's see.
Let's see, Steve-O looks like he's not going to be able to do too much. Maybe the switcheroo is what he's looking forward to. Unfortunately, that's not the line. I see your face of disappointment. I think you wanted more of that.
Yeah, but that's exactly how they should be racing at this stage in the race, isn't it? It's early doors. Let's not have silly incidents and get caught in crashes, trying to hang it around the outside or anything too crazy. So everyone driving really well. I have to touch some wood from saying that, but everyone driving really well so far at this stage in the race. We've had a couple little incidents that we saw, but nothing too crazy, nothing too much for our race director to have to worry about. And before we forget, come on everyone, let's have some guesses of what you thought he had for dinner. What did Benny have for dinner? Because we'll have to reveal the answer soon.
Yeah, we need to know sooner or later. You see Ricky Pink might go for an inside maneuver as we go into Dunlop. Looks like it's going to be side by side. And it's the ART coming clutch with a great line. Ricky Pink, the other ART car, having to stay behind on the jig and catching rapidly. It has to be sushi. We see some pie. The only pie Ben Minkle is going to eat is a fat one, full of meat. Let me tell you, that Ben Minkle likes some meaty sausages. Nando's! Ow, it's Nando's? What the hell is a Nando's?
Do you know what Nando's is, one?
I don't have a clue, Nando's. Oi, look, Andrews! Really missing the braking zone and nearly taking front Porte with him. Now he's going to try to fight it with Miguel Marquez. Can he have it on the inside line of Coca-Cola corner? Looks like the Porsche is going to be able to go through, but now be careful with 100R. This is a very tricky corner, as I said. The longer you go in this thing, the worse the tires are going to start sliding all over the place. That was really close, but Luke Andrews has it under control, and he's only going to drop one position. Tell me what Nando says.
It's the best chicken you'll ever have. It's Portuguese, actually. Comes to Portugal.
Ooh, bacalhau! Bacalhau! Do you like bacalhau?
He said ouch. Oh, because of the accident.
Yeah, that was the owner, I presume, of ACA. Let's give him some love. Let's give some love to the team. Vamos Andorra. Octavio Pisco, 2 seconds ahead of Octograph, who was concisively taken P2. My God, Mackenzie, do you see the language I'm using? Concisively. You love it.
Up in the game, Juan, up in the game. You swallowed a dictionary.
Let me tell you, I can do that no problem. With the coquina, everything is possible. There you see Ricky Pink and Andy Jager fighting, and now Andy Jager might go for something on the shoebox of Mr. Schoberg. Looks like the exit is going to be good for the Ferrari driver, and we've seen it plenty of times. That Ferrari is an absolute machine on the straights. There he goes, Mr. Jager. Schoberg leaving it all on the straight. The Ferrari should have the upper hand. He's already side by side with Mr. Schoberg, and he's already ahead, but can he close the line as we head into turn number 1? Jager still keeping the line, showing that he's not gonna just let it go. Good braking point. Unfortunately, a little too much off the apex, but still he's gonna stay ahead. But of course, it's the Porsche, the better one on the corners. Can he make it through? Looks like the Ferrari has it covered, and he's gonna stay ahead. Lovely fight between these two, Mackenzie.
Yeah, great to see it. It's nice as well that we have this bit more of a mix, and it's not just Porsches out on the track. We were worried at one point that it was going to be all Ferraris. I see Schoberg poking his nose there in the side. There's enough to throw Jager off line, but still not enough to get through. But like you said, the Porsche a bit more nimble in the corners, but the Ferrari has that slight edge in a straight line. And look, this is backing them up nicely. You've got Ricky Pink coming into the mix as well. So if he's not careful, then our Ferrari here could find himself getting mobbed by 2 ART drivers. There goes one.
It
He's
is
gonna make it stick.
wow! He actually tried the inside line and he actually might even make it work. And Jake is still covering. He's gonna be able to defend it. That is lovely. My God, what a move there from Jake, and especially the courage of Jonas Sjöberg to try it on such a tough spot of the track. Beautifully done by both drivers. And Mackenzie, how about news? I was gonna talk about somebody else, but Andy Jega goes too much on the throttle.
Yeah, probably trying to really think about getting a good exit to, you know, make the most of that Ferrari straight line speed, but also knows he might be a bit vulnerable to slipstream. Got on the power a bit too early, just spun the car around there mid-corner, but great battle. We also saw Ricky Pink nearly took both of them in that, and Sjöberg being really, really fair, probably could have pushed through a little bit harder, but gave plenty of space, which is what you need to do to race fairly a lot in these types of leagues, which is great to see. But yes, could have been harder, but was nice and fair. And Ricky Pink, a little nibble of sausage curb in the background, in the middle of all that, was probably what cost him taking both spots.
You see also McGann who's moving up in the 5th, recovering from the mistake pretty nicely. And look at this, a 4-man bound. It's the gravy train missing the corner completely, and careful now. Oof, that was not a good mid-corner either. Gravy so nearly getting himself in big trouble, and he nearly paid for it. There you see, right now the man in the front of that pack now is Matthew Wright. We haven't talked a lot about this gentleman, this British gentleman. Man, he has been doing a pretty good season, really stable, consistent pace. Gotta appreciate how much work he's putting on.
You could say he's not done anything wrong.
Exactly, and talking about doing anything, Shakira is in the pit lane really early. The car seems fine, so I presume this is a switch up on strategy. Do you think pitting this early could work out, you know, with how dangerous the track is? Only driving it by yourself, and now when you have plenty of drivers around you, do you think this is the right call for Cicada?
Might be a little bit of damage. I think that just seems a little bit too early to be strategy, but you never know. Already back out again, so it was a really quick splash and dash. We'll have to see. I mean, you were talking about tyre wear around here. Is it enough that you would worry about it in 40 minutes? Yes. I don't know, but so perhaps then, yeah, it's a little bit early. Could benefit from some fresh air now. So Shakira's just come out with a little bit of space to the next pack ahead on the road, but of course is generally faster, so may come into some traffic. It'll all just depend on how it pans out with traffic, I think, to see whether that pays off. But yeah, probably a tad early and more just for damage.
Yeah, there you have him, Cicada down into 28th. The car seemed fine. Maybe he had a little bit of an issue, and he used the fast repair. Oh, we have something here. Jorge Reyes. Seems like he has had a little bit of a spinneroonie. Let's see, too much curb, too much throttle. Oh, that's not good. Front bumper gone, and that might be a pit stop sooner or later. Well, Mr. Mackenzie Taylor, things are coming down at the front, and I think right now that everything is calm, we need to get an answer.
Ooh, sorry, just off camera, Shakira just having a bit more hip shaking and lost the rear end of the car whilst overtaking one of the lower drivers in the pack. Here you go. That's the second driver we've seen get caught out mid-corner tonight. So clearly a little bit of a disruption going on, whether it's wind, whether it's just the tyres, whether it's just the nature of this track, but finding it a bit tricky to get the power down.
I do have to say, it seems like he's having some internet issues, because we've seen him blink a couple times. My God! Giovanni! It's Giovanni! Don't do that, Giovanni, for the love of God! Oh my days, Giovanni! Hitting the wall hard, and of course no steering. Look at him dancing all around. It's Giovanni!
I mean, if we can get a replay back when Giovanni was on the straight about 30-40 seconds ago, that was so close to the other cars getting hit.
There you go. What?
Yeah,
I think it just didn't. He just put his hands off the wheel. Did you see that?
Yeah, and you see it nearly comes on and collects
Look.
those other two cars going through.
I don't know where it just shakes. I think he just put his hands off the wheel, and of course now broken steering. And look at how close that was. Well,
Incredibly close to taking out. That was nearly a huge accident with other cars arriving as well. So,
that is.
but now has crabbed his way back to the pit lane. Reminds me of some of our nights out trying to walk home with Ben Mulber and I from the pub.
Oh, the pub. Wait, what was the name of the pub? I don't remember.
Great British invention, that is.
No, what was the name of the pub I mentioned the last week? Look at that! Gravy. Gravy sits right on the inside. Matthew Wright. That's a beautiful switcheroo. Bringing it back. Great defense there. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, I know you've all been waiting for it. Before that, we're going to check Ricky Pink, the shoebox, and Sander Blau finding 3 teammates at battle. But, Ben Miko, what have you had for dinner?
Bum bum bum.
Well, today I had a fish pie with veg and some potatoes.
No way.
Wow.
And when I made the stream title, I had no idea that he had a pie
Yeah.
on the notification.
That is...
And Mrs. BT guessed that. She said pie.
Yeah, she did get close.
Mrs. BT is going to get a gift after the stream before guessing it right. Look at Gravy's head. Nearly losing the car. He tried to side by side. Now it's going to be Dahlgren saying, come on, boo. Get out. It's going to be an incredible fight. Toby Andrews goes through. Matthew Wright. Great defense once again. We've had a crash. What's happened? Ricky Pink. You can see here the 3 ART cars fighting Pink. Has it been a little bit of a slight of Rooney? Yes, it has. Unfortunate to see. Mackenzie, we need to go quickly because look at this. It's Luke Andrews being now overtaken by Miguel Marquez. Good move. Sander Blau coming into the pit lane. Let's check on the fight in the middle of the pack. Look at this. We saw Paul Craft having a little bit of an issue. Look at that line from Paul Craft. The Mercedes nails it straight on. And now it's Leander Anderson, Williams, Kampf, and Siebold, as well as McGiff, fighting for that P13. There you see Mr. Anderson, the one who currently leads the pack. There you see Paul Craft, nearly coming into contact with Mr. Tim Williams. Lovely.
Yeah, very close. Bit of door banging going on there, but they managed to both hang on to it. So made for some great racing for sure.
I gotta tell you, we're having a wonderful race. I thought it was going to be chaotic considering the danger of Fuji, but it has been a lovely spectacle. Mostly everybody being super clean, just a couple of instances here and there, but it has mostly been own mistakes that haven't affected other drivers, so that is certainly good to see. We're gonna have to go back with Matthew Wright. A great exit out of course, the last corner. Is he coming into the pit lane? No, he won't. Welcome to the top to the stream, and here we see 3 cars. Oh no, it's only one. They faked it. They were trying to get the slipstream going for them. That is Graves in the pit lane, and we have a crash. German Holland has had a little bit of a boo-boo. Too much curb again. Saucy! Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
A la bomba.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Mackenzie, we didn't have my song.
Well, we'll try. I'll tell you what we'll do for Nürburgring. Nordschleife,
Yes.
we'll play your song.
Oh
We'll make a special video just for you.
Really?
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ingear Motorsports, the best entertainment in the planet. Of course, alongside ART. What a lovely couple of seasons we've had so far, Mackenzie. And third season could be coming sooner than later, huh?
Absolutely. I mean, we've not had a chance to even talk about it yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure the ART boys have got some plans, but we'll have a chat and see what we can come up with. Just thinking for the Nordschleife intro as well, we'll have to make sure we get Racing Dutch all over the visuals as well. He's going to be the guy that wins that one.
Wait, who is Racing Dutch? Say the name.
Lorenzo.
No, say the name right. That's what I was trying.
Matthew Wright.
No! Say the name right, man! Lorenzo! Grande Lorenzo in the chat. I love you, mate. I know he's watching with the woman of his life.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, you know, you do the girl. Oh, yeah.
Juan spilling all the tea on the stream tonight.
I spell my tea on top, baby. Well, we have had an incident, and that is Adam Lyall. Looks like a little bit of sausage. Has it been sausage? No. It has actually been breaking to my heart. I shame to see.
You wouldn't catch you doing things like that, would you, Juan?
Certainly, I would have been winning this race already. The missus loves not one but two guys since you started streaming. What?
She loves two guys.
You mean you and me, or Mackenzie and me?
Or she loves two guys.
What?
Who's the other guy?
Yeah, who's the other guy? Oh, we're getting
need
here
to-
in a triangle.
That's very liberal of you, Lorencito.
Hey, you know Lorenzo likes that the coin to flip, baby. Let's play the cookie. Ow, mama! Hoochie coochie, mama!
you need a t-shirt collection, honestly. Let's play the cookie.
Let's play. Let's play the
What
cookie.
was it? What was it? Did you say let's flip the cookie?
Let's flip the coin. Oh, mama. I have no shame. Ain't no shame in my game either. Oh, man, it's awesome. I love you, Lorenzo. But who is the other guy she loves? Is it you and me? Mackenzie and me?
Benny.
What's the combo? Benny. Yes, certainly.
Benny's enough man to be two men.
Well, let's be honest. Benny's hands, Benny's fingers might count as different people.
That could be 10 men.
Oh, that's 10 men. What do you mean 10 men? That's the whole of Africa. The whole continent. My God. Those damn fingers are big. Name. That looks like a truck driver.
Professional stream. Welcome everyone to Ingear Motorsport. Thank you for joining tonight. Thank you for sharing this time with us and choosing us to watch on your Tuesday night.
We need to go professional because Luke Anderson and Miguel Marquez are having a lovely battle. And there you see the dot on the inside. They make contact. Luke Anderson is out. That was super close. Let's take a replay on that. That was beautifully done. Here you see the dive from Andrews. Line being closed. And there's nothing either of the drivers could do. The lap times at the moment 38 for Pisco, the rest 39 and 40s. The weather, of course, here you can see Arrancosover. It's lovely to see you here with us, of course. Say hello to my friend, my teammate, my boss, Arrancosover, Mackenzie, please.
Hello, Cracker. Good to see you. Just
That's
looking in qualifying, it was 38 freeze. Well, did you say the track temp? Did you actually answer the question?
Yeah, there you have it. 24 degrees on the asphalt, 20 on the
Oh, there we go.
It's a little humid. That's, of course, Benny's fault that it's humid. There you see Michael Phipps. Or, how do you say this name? The Sausage Dodgers?
Sausage Dodgers.
Sausage Dodgers?
Mikhail.
What the hell are you saying now, Mikhail? Michael! Sorry, Miguel.
No, Mikey, no.
The Mikey, no. Well, Anderson is coming in the pit lane. We see Ricky Pink coming in as well. And of course, Mackenzie, it's halfway point. Do you know what that means? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Driver of the day voting is opened. All you have to do is type the name of your favorite driver in the chat. You will have the opportunity to gain 1 championship point. And let me tell you, my friends, it really matters. Let's talk a little bit about the state of the race as it is right now. Octavio Arajo Pisco 4 seconds ahead of Otto Graf. The gaps are opening all throughout the track. It is now a battle of your own pace and your own tire management, which has been the biggest issue so far for most of the drivers. Mackenzie, just for you to have a little bit of reference, so for the viewers, the tires start falling off at around the 30-minute mark. Depending on your driving style, it could go even lower than that. I know people that in 25 minutes they cooked the tires, and driving this track was something impossible. So we'll see when the drivers decide to finally come in the pit. And we see Stein and Nickhoff coming in, the first one of the top 10, if we do not count Cerqueira, who has been struggling quite a bit on that first half of the race. Let's see if he can recover nicely.
But of course, has already pitted.
Yeah.
So we've got that to see how that plays out. And whether the tyres do hang on, like you say, but it's where these different strategies start to come in. If drivers can make their tyres last a lot longer, they maybe haven't been doing the fast lap times, but they have got their tyres preserved. This is where you start to see it all playing out now.
Exactly.
I thought we was about to have a little bit of a crazy moment there, but it looks like we're okay for a little bit longer. Yeah, Racing Dutch mentioning as well, you know, going to decide driver of the day after the pit stops. I think that's going to be interesting to see. 'Cause, you know, for example, Luke Andrews has looked like he's struggled a little bit so far in this race. But has he made his tyres go a bit longer? Can he keep his pace going a bit further now and then stop at the end for a really fast final stint? Let's see.
Let's see how they all play it out. I do have to say, Lorencito, I hope you're having a wonderful time. We love you. Of course I love you. I miss you that you're not on track. But hey, we love you all. Let's go now with Nuno Pereira Costa, another driver that has struggled quite a bit. One of the Andorrans was unfortunately not had the best of races at the moment, fighting with the shoebox himself, Jonas Schoberg. We know Jonas likes to be aggressive on defense, and this time around it seems like he's still gonna try it. Really nice entry on the hairpin, but I think the Ferrari might have the upper hand. There you see the slipstream. There you see the overspeed from exiting better through the corner. Can he now close it in? Look at him going on the inside. Nuno Pereira Costa. That is a wonderful move. And he sneaks it up to P26.
Yeah, great move there. Teed that up, you know, through a few corners in advance. Made the use of that car's pace, but then just nice and late on the brakes. Nice and clean up the inside. And Schoberg again, he races really, really fairly. I think some of the guys give me a little bit of a hard time sometimes in the chat for having a crash, but actually he's been racing really, really cleanly for a lot of this championship and the one before.
That's true, huh? People like to talk the S word about the Schubert, but hey, he's good, man. He has been driving a pretty nice set of seasons, and hopefully we get to see a third entitled to this incredible championship that we're witnessing here tonight, and we've been for the last few months. Tell me, Mackenzie.
Speaking of third championships, I was thinking we should ask our wonderful race director, Mr. Ben Marlborough, what he thinks of this race, his driver of the day, but also what he might like to see in season 3 of iRacing. So I know how much he loves coming forward to these Tuesday nights. It's literally the pinnacle of his week.
That's true.
Signing in, watching all these lovely people enjoy their racing, being on hand to help if they need a safety car. It's just, you know, he loves it. So what can we do to make it even better for season 3, Benny?
I reckon no crashes would be good. Just a good.
That's tough.
A good no crashes, I reckon would be good.
That is really tough for you to ask, because not even
I
in
thought
the
he was gonna
highest
say-
category.
I thought he was going to say something like no Juan.
Well, I mean,
Well, I mean, it's obvious, you don't want Juan here. Okay, let's make a poll in the chat. People, do you want Juan to be in season 3? No.
What about Juan 2.0?
What do you mean Juan 2.0?
improve one will be lovely.
I cannot improve anymore. I am the best of the best. The commentary boss.
Yeah, even the top guys in
Yeah, that's
in
what I
IMSA
mean,
eSport
you know,
crash
like-
on lap 1, yeah.
It's impossible not to expect crashes. You can be as clean as you want. You know, we also need to take into consideration that this is a simulator. People are driving from all around the world, and we know a common issue in iRacing, which is, you know, something very difficult to fix. Netcode. The netcode exists. It is a current problem, and you see many drivers get taken out when actually they didn't actually get a hit, but you know, that's the unfortunate thing of sim racing, you know. The good thing about sim racing is that if you crash, you're not gonna die.
Always a bonus. And yet, even in the real world, where it does actually hurt if you go into a wall at 100 miles an hour, people still do it. So it just shows it's certainly not easy, is it?
Never
for
easy.
sure.
But let me tell you, there's nothing more satisfying
Oh,
than nailing
plenty of
every
curve
corner.
there.
Plenty of curve indeed. And as I was saying, there's nothing more satisfying than going on a track and just, you know, letting yourself go. Nail every corner. No better satisfaction. You know it yourself. You've been in the game, so you know racing is not just a sport, man. It's a passion.
And Racing Dutch, you only die on the inside. I mean, if you're in VR with a strong direct drive wheel to boot as well, then I think sometimes you die a little bit as well.
Or maybe you can roleplay. You know, if you're streaming, you can roleplay it. Go
Or if you're small like the mighty Bushan, who's not here today, and your direct drive wheel has an error, you could get flipped off into the ceiling or something.
I want a clip of that now. Sorry.
Do you remember that?
Adam Lyall going through. Here you have a fight that is getting a little messy. It is Verdonk, Shoebox, and Andy Jega. It's a DS4T sandwich. Of course, Quinten Verdonk, one of the fastest guys from the DS4T, unfortunately, being taken out at the beginning of the race. That's the exact reason why he finds himself so low on the board. We're starting to see some more pit stops. It is on the graph. Oliver Clark, Luke Anderson, Matthew Wright coming in. As per usual, we see our leader, Mr. Octavio Lajo Pisco, still on track. We know how he likes to proceed. When it comes to pit stop McKenzie, he always loves to go as late as possible. He doesn't seem like he's struggling one tiny bit. Just for you to have a little bit of reference, he is 7/10ths faster than the fastest car on the track right now, and it doesn't seem like he's even pushing.
That's the sign of, you know, the great drivers. They are pumping in blistering fast lap times, but it looks like they're just on a Sunday drive. You know, you see it when you see Verstappen sometimes in Formula 1 at the moment, just cruising around, and yet he's pumping in these incredibly fast lap times. But we did see Pisco have a chink in the armour last time at Interlagos when Clark took the win, of course. But Clark hasn't had an answer. No one's had an answer to Pisco's pace during this race.
Wow.
And speaking of, in the pits with 9 minutes to go.
That's a good time to do so. Porte is following. Miguel Marquez is all the teammates. I presume he's going to follow as well. Yes, he will. Autograph already out. Let's see where he comes out. It is very interesting. Can Ott keep himself on the P2? Right now, Octavio is going to get moving. There you see, he just stopped on the box.
Great battle shaping up with Verdonk, Scheuberg and Jaeger at the moment, actually, as well, if we can get a little shot of that. Because Verdonk was getting the run, and there we go, are we picking it up? Not quite.
We can go. Yes, indeed, it's a side by side. Tell me, Mackenzie.
Yeah, so Verdonk was actually 2 cars back at this point and has got through on Anderson and Jaeger and Scheuberg in one go. But Scheuberg trying to go around the outside, a little bit of door banging going on there, still going side by side through, trying to stay off the sausage cars, banging doors again. Scheuberg's had some great racing so far tonight, but look, they still managed to stay facing the same direction. Scheuberg tries to get the cut back. Verdonk stopped it on the apex just enough that he couldn't get the run through. And I think that is going to be 1 and 2 cars passed in the same lap by Quinten Verdonk. So nice little comeback from that horrendous start.
Indeed, a really, really good drive. We were focusing on Autograph, who nearly had a shot at taking the lead. That was a great pit stop from Odds, but unfortunately, it was not enough. But let's go quickly with Sander Blau and Tim Williams side by side as we speak. Look at the turnaround. That's a great line. We see Schoberg, driver of the day. I love it. And look, what a wonderful line from Williams once again. Can he actually go ahead in the corner and side by side? The Porsche seems like it's going to go through, and it is done. What a beautiful double maneuver from Mr. Tim Williams. That was sweet. Now it is Mr. Blau with the time of the year, pushing the living hell out of the Sausage Dodgers. That is not going to feel too good for the Porsche. He's trying to look for the inside line. Let's see how it goes. God almighty, it's getting tight. It's getting close. There you see him now turning up to the outside, nearly taking Dahlgren with him. It's side by side, and it's Williams spinning around. That was a hit on the back of Sander Blau, and unfortunately Williams lost it. What a shame. What a great battle, so tied.
Yep, Sausage got hit and then Sausage spun just a couple corners later. As unfortunate for Williams, actually. You know, he was trying to get a move back there, but just found himself with a load of speed at the apex of the corner and nowhere to go with it. And just as the car is fully loaded up on the front axle, on the brakes, clips the front of the back of the other car, and it just pings the rear end round. And we know what those Porsches are like anyway, with being a bit snappy, and that was just enough to put him in the wrong direction. So unfortunate. I would say that was quite an aggressive move from Blau to get through in the first place. They were both pretty level coming into mid corner, but there was some serious door banging coming on there as well. So lots of firm racing going on tonight. It's nice to see not too many people have gone flying off, and look, there's more coming up.
Yeah, you have Andy Jager on the inside line from the Schubach himself. There's not a lot the Porsche can do this time around. Jager is through. We got a vote for Quentin Verdonk, and here I cannot vote because he's my teammate. Sander deserves a shout though. Had a great recovery drive so far indeed. Good drive from him as well. Here you see Nuno Pereira Costa. Great drive from him so well. Huh?
I was just looking at another one as well, Shakira, up into P7 now, after being nearly in last place from the early pit stop.
Yeah, it didn't work out too well for him. We saw him nearly spinning twice and actually spinning once throughout that out lap. But he's catching himself on. Doing a great job as well. We're going to enter the last 4 minutes of this race. Let's head quickly with Adam Gravison and Mr. Toby Andrews. Teammates are battled once again. Let's see how it goes. Driver of the day is Schober for me. Been an entertaining battle so race long. I have to say, Schober is doing one hell of a drive, and as you can see, Andrews just go through Gravison. Not a lot
Gravy train.
Oh man, yeah, I was asking him before, do you like being called gravy? He said no, and that was the end of the conversation. So that was it.
And we've still continued to do it. Fantastic. We're a really supportive community here.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we love our drivers. Nuno Costa, Pereira, that is out. I don't even have words. That was a beautiful move. Textbook.
Juan doesn't have words. What happened to the dictionary, man? All these words
I swallowed it too quickly.
Yeah, you need to regurgitate.
Wait. I think I'm regurgitating.
There's one for you.
I think I got one new word. Look at the abominable distance between these two drivers. On the finish line, straight to go to Sausage Dodgers, and behind him is Nick Urs. Here you have him. Let's see how it goes. He exchanged it in the library for the 1001 driver excuses. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, yeah. I bet he's got those. I've seen some disconnect messages. Oh, I disconnected, man.
That's actually how I speak. I disconnected, man. Oh, the power outage, man.
Oh, those power outages are terrible in Spain.
Hey, it's true. Shoebox. Everybody's doing the shoebox. Here you see Tim Williams defending from Mr. Verdonk.
Juan, I've got a great new game for us to play, and everyone in chat can join in with this.
So,
Okay, you have to give us words for Juan to use in a sentence.
Okay. That's a great game, actually.
Benny, when you're ready, you can put one in chat as well. Unless you have one already, but yeah. So words for Juan to use in a sentence. Let's go.
Let's see if Paul Graham going a little too wide. It looks like he actually hit a banana peel as he was entering the corner. Oh my God, could that be a chorizo finger splitting fall? And let me tell you, this driving from David Leander is being so good. I need some ibuprofen to get my head sorted out. Fantastic lines from both drivers. Really tight here between Verdonk and Williams. I do have to say, conglomerate driving from the lower half of the pack. I must say, they have been pretty much entangled in an amazing battle in these last 20 minutes. And I have to say, you know, I am an encyclopedia of racing, as you can see. I got the flow, the taste, and the vernier culpers. I have it all, baby. There you have a whole grab.
Very nice.
Seriously, you're never gonna beat me at these sort of games. There you see. I say what again? Vernier calipers. There you have it. Oh, we need to go with a replay. Nuno Pereira Costa. What's happened to him? Looks like a spin. This deadly corner. Plenty of drivers actually coming to it again. Too much curve and too much throttle. It's a spin. He's gonna need some ibuprofen as well, I must say. Well, my friends, we need to give this guy some time. Octavio Araujo Pisco, once again, total domination from start to end. He's gonna end this race. Maybe we'll get one more lap. I am not sure if the white flag has been thrown. I think it has. There you see Octavio taking things calmly. And I gotta say, my friends, what a drive from Mr. Octavio Araujo Pisco. There you see the checker flag. The Andorrans take one more victory, and unabashedly, they take the crown once again. I do have to say, we're getting some great battles. Look at this, last lap. Schibold and Nuno Pereira Costa with everything on their hands, but we need to go without the graph. Fantastic. P2, the P3 for Oliver Clark, Ingear zone, doing a great job as well. Porte on the P4, Marquez. P5, Lucanus on 6th, then Cerqueira, Niehoff, and Toby Andrews and Gravison to finish up the top 10. You can see a little bit of bum drafting. There is not going to be an overtake. They're trying the photo finish. Not going to work out. And
But the Le Mans 66 across the line.
I need some pheromones after this.
Yeah, that one doesn't quite work, I'm afraid.
What a great drive.
I'll give you it. I'll give you it, though.
Hey, give me that. Well, you know what I'm going to give you? I'm going to give you some camera action. Because, ladies and gentlemen, what a wonderful 40-minute race we've had here
At
at
least it's
Fuji.
not chlamydia.
Yeah, this is not chlamydia. This is only unabashedly commentators speaking properly. But I have to say, as per usual, Octavio dominating. Great to see Autograph showing up there on P2. Oliver Clark with a great result, finishing off the podium. Seriously, great driving. Really intense fighting. Let's be honest, I was expecting way more crashes. But most of the incidents we've seen have been drivers' own fault. By either spinning, taking too much curb, one way or the other. It has been a fantastic, wonderful race, and I cannot wait for some more racing action this week, Mackenzie.
More racing action this week. I mean, we'll be back with more in a couple of weeks, I think it is. Or is it is it a week's time? We'll have to look. Maybe Benny can tell us. Brambles for the timetable.
Yeah, Benny, thank you very much for the information.
What was the question, sorry?
It's next week. The 21st. Yeah, we'll be at Watkins Glen, and then we have the infamous Nordschleife on the 5th of December. So
yes,
remember that one, everyone. That's going to be Lorencito's crowning moment.
Oh my
He's going to go out there and just blitz the field.
Ladies and gentlemen, if Lorenzo Orito wins the race, I'm going to do a full dance, 3 minutes, the Daytona song, performed live. Oh, I forgot I had to do that today, remember? We had it in the chat. Somebody wanted the sausage. I got to give it to him. Should I sing it and then we go out? That would be a good outro.
Yeah, we're probably best to get off stream once you've done that.
Well, thank you very much. Are you
So
ready?
A quick thank you to everyone before we had this fantastic outro. Thank you, Benny. Thank you to the drivers. Thank you to ART. Thank you to you in chat. Juan, take it away.
Daytona, Daytona, let's go away. Daytona, Daytona.
There we go, green lights, and we're off once again.